Welcome to the deep dive. We've got this incredible stack of sources you sent in covering that wild 2024 NFL season.
Yeah, quite a season.
And today, just one mission really. Settle the debate. Who is the undisputed running back king for 2025?
The big one, Barkley versus Henry.
Exactly. We're deep diving into Saquon Barkley, the, explosive dynamo.
And Derrick Henry, the powerhouse. It's the classic clash, isn't it? Power versus finesse.
Totally. Consistency versus just raw kinetic energy. And we're talking right now, September 23rd, 2025. These guys are head and shoulders above everyone else.
Yeah, this isn't about their whole careers, their legacy. It's about who's dominating now. Verifiably.
For sure. And the contracts, they show the stakes, right? Barkley's massive $37.75 million deal in Philly.
Shows what the market thinks of his prime, yeah.
And Henry moving to Baltimore for $16 million still proves that kind of volume commands top dollar, even later in a career.
Definitely.
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the metrics, if you like getting this kind of detailed info, please check out Mind Expansion Daily.
Yeah, we sift through all this research, so you don't have to. That's what we do.
So please, take a second, like and subscribe to Mind Expansion Daily. It genuinely helps us keep these deep dives coming.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's unpack this Barkley-Henry thing. To crown a king, we need, actual criteria. It can't just be highlight reels.
No way. What's fascinating is trying to find metrics that let you compare two guys who are just so different in how they play.
Right.
So we landed on 5 key areas.
Yeah.
Non-negotiables, really.
Okay, lay out the blueprint for us. What are we looking for?
All right. First up, volume and efficiency. Simple, but crucial.
Mhm.
An elite back needs to be consistently over 4.5 yards per carry
Okay.
and averaging, say, 100-plus rushing yards per game. Not just for a few weeks, but over the whole 17-game season.
Got it. What's next?
Second, red zone prowess. If you can't punch it in, you're not the guy. We're looking for 10 or more touchdowns a year. That's the benchmark.
Makes sense. And the game's changed, right? It's not just running between the tackles anymore, so how do we capture that?
Exactly. That brings us to number 3, advanced metrics. And we got to be clear what these are. We use PFF's elusive rating.
Which tells you what the runner does beyond his blocking rate.
Precisely. We also track missed tackles, forced MTF per carry. Very important. And then next-gen stats for those 20-plus mile-per-hour bursts, the real breakaway speed.
Home run speed.
Yeah. And finally, within advanced metrics, success rate needs to be 50% or higher, meaning half their runs get a good chunk of the needed yards depending on the down. Keeps the offense on schedule.
Okay, that gives a really detailed picture of how well they execute each play. What else?
Durability. Simple. Can't be RB1 if you're always hurt. These guys take a pounding, 300-plus carries a year sometimes. Missing games kills your value.
Non-negotiable, like you said. And the last one?
Versatility. How good are they catching the ball? What about yards after catch, YAC, even pass protection counts? It's a 3-down league now.
Okay, and we're judging this all based on that monster 2024 season, right? Their most recent, complete body of work.
Correct. Consistency throughout those 17 games.
And hey, speaking of putting in the work, if you appreciate this level of detail we're bringing, there's a link in the description. You can buy us a coffee.
Yeah, it genuinely helps us carve out the time for this kind of deep dive.
It really does. And one more thing, we're trying to grow our reach, see where folks are tuning in from. So drop a comment, let us know where in the world you're listening from.
Please do. We'd like to know.
All right, let's dive into Saquon Barkley, the explosive dynamo. Pure electricity.
That's the word for him. 2018 number 2 pick. 6 foot, 232 pounds, but runs like he's 20 pounds lighter.
That sub 4.4 speed, the 40-inch vertical, it's just different.
And his style isn't just power or just finesse. It's that scary mix. He's so versatile, thrives in space, you can line him up wide.
That pre-snap motion stuff, creating mismatches, defenses hate that.
They really do. Forces linebackers into coverage situations they just can't handle.
And his 2024 season.
Yeah.
Wow. First year in Philly, big contract pressure, and he delivers. 2,005 rushing yards, 15 rushing TDs.
Plus the OPOY award, Offensive Player of the Year. And oh yeah, a Super Bowl ring to cap it off.
That's a statement season. Hard to argue with that kind of validation.
And look at the efficiency behind those numbers. He led all running backs, qualifying ones, with 5.8 yards per carry. That's huge.
58.
46 runs of 10 yards or more. Those explosive plays change games. And he hit that 20-plus mile-per-hour mark on 11 different runs. Just pure track star speed.
What about his receiving? We mentioned versatility.
Right. The volume wasn't massive, like 33 catches, 278 yards. But the efficiency was key. Averaged 6.2 yards after the catch.
Wow.
That puts him top 5 among backs. Easily. Turning those little checkdowns into real yardage, that's valuable.
And his impact went beyond just his stats, didn't it? The sources mentioned the Eagles' O-line.
Yeah. Philly's line was graded #1 by PFF in run blocking. No doubt that helped. But Barkley himself changed the game. Defenses had the blitz 28% more often just because he was on the field.
Trying to disrupt the pass because they couldn't just load up against the run.
Exactly. They were terrified of him breaking one. He was the engine. 140 rushing yards per game on average, lifting that whole offense.
And you got to remember the moments, right? That insane 255-yard game against the Rams. 2 touchdowns over 70 yards in one game.
Unbelievable. Or that backward flip he did over a defender in 2024. Pure athleticism.
Just nuts. Now, we have to acknowledge the history, the early durability concerns, the ACL in 2020 missed games.
True, you can't ignore that past. But the sources are clear. Right now, at age 28, he's in his absolute physical prime. 2024 proved he could handle the load and dominate.
Okay. So that's the case for Barkley. Now, let's switch gears completely from the lightning bolt to the freight train. Derrick Henry.
The king. Yeah, he's just built different. 2016 second rounder, 6'3", 247 pounds.
Yeah.
Pure brute force.
North-south hammer style. Those stiff arms. Defenders probably have nightmares about those.
Oh, absolutely. He just wears defenses down physically and mentally between the tackles. It's relentless.
And even at 31, which is, getting up there for a running back.
Ancient in running back years.
Right. His 2024 in Baltimore was just staggering. Almost matched Barkley on the ground. 1,921 rushing yards.
And led the league with 16 rushing touchdowns, 18 total TDs overall.
Yeah.
He just finds the end zone.
His superpower, though, seems to be that efficiency on insane volume.
That's it. 5.9 yards per carry. On 325 carries, most carries in the league, and still averaging nearly 6 yards a pop. That's just absurd.
Unreal.
And the consistency. First running back ever, with 1,500-plus yards and 15-plus TDs in 3 different seasons. Top 10 in yards and TDs for 7 straight years.
7 years. That kind of longevity is rare.
It really is. They call him the Iron Man for a reason. He's got, almost 2,400 career carries?
2,396, the sources say. Just incredible volume. And really only missed significant time that 1 year with the foot fracture.
Right, 2021. Otherwise, he's just always been there taking the pounding.
How did he fit in Baltimore? Obviously a run-heavy team with Lamar Jackson.
Perfect fit. They rush for a ton of yards anyway, but Henry became the predictable, unstoppable force. Defenses knew he was coming. They loaded the box against him 65% of the time.
65%. And yet
he still had a 58.8% success rate. Think about that. Running into stacked fronts over half the time and still getting positive, schedule-keeping runs. That's pure power and tackle-breaking ability right at the line.
Okay, but we have to talk about the receiving game. That's the knock, right? Only 19 catches last year.
Yeah, 19 catches for 193 yards. It definitely limits his total scrimmage yards compared to Barkley. That versatility gap is real in today's game.
Does that hurt his case for RB1?
It does hurt the overall yardage argument. But you have to give him credit where the sources do.
Yeah.
He adds value in other ways. PFF graded him as the best pass-blocking running back in the league.
Oh, interesting. So while Barkley creates mismatches catching, Henry keeps the QB clean.
Exactly. Different kind of value, but still value. And his short yardage conversion rate, 90%. If you need a yard, he gets you a yard. Almost guaranteed.
Automatic. And the Henry highlights are just pure power displays, aren't they? That 99-yard run is iconic.
All-timer. And those 3 games in the 2024 playoffs where he went for over 150 yards rushing, Clutch doesn't even begin to cover it.
Okay. This is where it gets really interesting. Let's put them head-to-head using those metrics we set up.
Right. The 2024 stats, it's incredibly close on the ground. Rushing yards, Barkley slightly ahead, 2,005 to 1,921.
Tiny margin.
Rushing TDs, Henry slightly ahead, 16 to 15.
Again, razor thin.
Yards per carry. Henry just edges at 5.9 to 5.8. Basically on pure rushing. It's almost a statistical dead heat.
The game isn't just pure rushing anymore. Total scrimmage yards. That's where the versatility really shows up.
Exactly. And that's where Barkley pulls away. His receiving contribution pushes him to 2,283 total scrimmage yards.
Compared to Henry's
2,114. So Barkley has a significant edge there, about 169 yards more. That's the difference maker in terms of total offensive production.
And the styles back this up. Barkley had way more big plays, those 10-plus yard runs, 46 to Henry's 32.
Yep. And Barkley's missed tackles, force per carry, 0.5. That highlights his elusiveness, making people miss in space.
But Henry's power metrics are off the charts. That 90% short yardage conversion.
And maintaining nearly 6 yards a carry lifetime on defined power runs, even against those stacked boxes 65% of the time. It's a different kind of dominance.
So, connecting this all back, synthesizing it, what are the deciding factors for crowning the 2025 king?
It really comes down to two things, looking at the sources: age and versatility in the context of the modern NFL.
Okay.
Henry at 31, doing what he's doing, is legendary. Truly remarkable consistency and durability. But Barkley, at 28, is smack dab in his prime. Statistically, athletically, everything.
And the versatility piece.
It just matters more today. Barkley's ability to be a weapon in the passing game, to motion out, create those mismatches, that fits where the league is heading.
Yeah.
Henry's value is immense, but it's more tied to that high-volume grinding style. Barkley offers more ways to beat a defense.
So, the sources weigh Henry's insane consistency and volume against Barkley's peak performance, OPOY, Super Bowl win, and that crucial versatility.
And the conclusion they reach is pretty clear. That 2024 season from Barkley, hitting those elite metrics, winning the awards, winning the championship, it gives him the edge.
The verdict, then, based on everything we've analyzed from these sources, for 2025 RB1.
It's Saquon Barkley. He showed the higher ceiling and, crucially, the more complete modern skill set that defines the top back right now.
Wow. So the crown goes to the younger, more versatile back who hit that incredible peak, even though Henry's sustained greatness is undeniable.
That's the takeaway from the material, yeah.
But, this whole deep dive leaves us with a really provocative thought for you, the listener. Think about Henry's workload, those 2,396 career carries. That's an astronomical number.
It really is, compared to Barkley, who has far fewer miles on the tires.
Right. So the question is, how much longer can anyone, even an Ironman like Henry, sustain elite play with that kind of volume? Is there a breaking point, a carry count, where the modern NFL just says, that's too much? Where does that cliff finally hit?
That's the million-dollar question going forward, isn't it? The big unknown for workhorse backs.
Definitely something to mull over.
But for this debate, Barkley versus Henry in 2025, we've laid out the numbers and the conclusion from our sources. Barkley gets the nod.
Okay, so now the challenge goes to you. Do you agree with that? Is Barkley your RB1 for 2025, or do you think Henry's consistency still reigns supreme? Let us know. Leave a comment below. Tell us who you've got.
We really want to hear your take. And please, remember to visit Mind Expansion Daily, hit like, hit subscribe.
And let us know where you're listening from. Help us grow that worldwide reach. Thanks for diving deep with us today.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.